Come on.
To pathos.
Old school, man.
You talked about the whole sort of American experience and how you know, obviously the Kaneki thing and celebrity rehab, and it just seems like everything in America, every facet of life comes with a camera attached to it at this point.
Any time now you go out the front door, you're on world television.
It's just bizarre, isn't it? Now
On the little camera phones, it's like you'd be uploaded on. I mean, the thing that happened in Canada, by the time we got to the hospital,
it was online,
which was, let's say, about, because we carried on for about half an hour, so it's 40 minutes by the time we got to the hospital. The doctor said, "What's happened to you?" And we put a laptop on the thing, and it was there, and he could see exactly what happened. It was like the people were still at the gig, kind of thing. You know, the feedback hadn't stopped from the stage. Weird. It was like, it's a sign of the times. I mean, a lot of it is great. I mean, it must be great to be a kid and be computer savvy and be connected in theory to everyone around the world and all that. But for old codgers like us, it's a bit like, whoa.
I don't mind putting myself on the line and saying, you know, it's not my generation. You know, and I don't get it.
I still don't have one.
I still don't have a computer. Do you have a computer?
I do, yeah. I mean, but you know, I got older kids as well, and that's where it started. Really, I thought we need one for the house. That's almost like my dad used to go, "We need a telephone." Seriously, and I do see the benefit, and I do see the way that some kid who's rabid to see us, will go on YouTube because they won't be seeing us for 4 months. You know,
I mean, it's the greatest invention of our lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, but it's kind of like as seismic as the telephone. Do you know what I mean? But it's not something I've got this far without one. My missus has got one, and obviously my kids are all wised up in it. But
I love this though. No license, no computer.
No. He has to.
I do his iPod.
He does my iPod.
Do the iPod game.
Yeah,
but he's one of these guys who, you know, people have stuff randomly on their iPods.
Yeah. There's
nothing random at all. He's like, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get
Well,
rid of that one.
You're stripping the fun out of it for him, aren't you?
No, but the thing is, because we have a lot of people back in the dressing rooms after gigs, and if you've got it on the shuffle, you've got to be ready, for the Snide disco tune coming on.
Like, no, I didn't know you were a big Scouting for Girls fan.
No.
I have the Lion King, the Little Mermaid.
I'm brutal. I'm brutal with my iPod. I don't, you're going down, mate.
Can you please, just once, just once, please, just sneak a Hoosiers track on there, just once, just so when it's on shuffle, there's a little Scouting goes, "She's a lovely."
We had Lee Mathers in our dressing room once, right, and Andy had his iPod on shuffle.
Yeah.
It's probably the most stressful 40 minutes of his entire life.
Please don't be.
He was just stood by his iPod, just, yeah. Just, they're going like, "Why do you keep changing the tune, lah?" I was like, because
all of a sudden you hear this.
Yeah, his missus' tunes are coming on. That's why. I think we should have started a X Factor for the drummers gig last time. I mean, there's a series in there, play drums, because you could get it from, like, auditioning. Us lot sat around watching it, and
really
then doing proper auditions, and then you get to play with the band for
18 weeks of hearing people do drum solos is not great TV.
No, not drum solos, but you drum along to the tunes, but ultimately they would end up in rehab. You know what I mean? It's brilliant.
It is getting a bit tap, with the whole drums thing.
What can you do, though?
But this new guy,
Chris, is great. Yeah,
got high hopes. Keeping his feet under the table right now.
Yeah, he's great. He's he's a northerner like us. He's one of those. He's the same age and all that. We've got the same cultural reference points. He's been in the Laos, and all. So it's like, but the thing with Zach was Zach kind of quit because he had going on in his personal life. We're kind of well aware of how it looks. I mean, we were devastated at the time. I remember thinking, we got told halfway through mixing that he couldn't come and do the tour, and it's like, oh, not again. Do you know what I mean? I hope Chris sticks around, but there we go. We'll see what happens.
Man, you can only put the right guy behind, on the stool and hope that circumstances prevail.
To be quite honest, if it doesn't work out with Chris, we are completely because I don't know. I really wouldn't have a clue who else to ask.
Yeah, well, you've been very lucky so far.
I was going to say, do it. It's amazing.
Flats and Dagenham, flats and Dagenham.
Yeah, do you know that? Does he know all that? All the paradiddles and all that.
I thought you were a guitar man.
I'm a bit of everything, man, badly. You know?
Everything man badly.
You know, that's what they call me back home, man, badly. It works for me. The touring side of things, I know that obviously right now you're nursing some broken ribs, and that, you know, it's tough to think about how long you. But we need you to play this record because the tunes need to be heard. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything's kind of geared. The UK tour starts 2 weeks today in Liverpool. If we don't.
Nice
If for some medical reason that gig can't be done, it'll be devastating because that'll mean that there's 2 years' work up the Swanee. Do you know what I mean?
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
If they have to carry me on, I'll do it. I didn't feel that bad until yesterday. I went for a CT scan, and when you actually see it, you know, I thought I had 2 broken ribs, and they said you've got 3, and I was like,
how many have you got? Yeah.
6 aside, isn't it?
I don't know.
School was clearly not a waste on me, was it?
I was off that day.
Well, let's put it this way: the ones that mine are broken are 8, 9, and 10. Just
good day for Man City.
Yeah,
today?
brilliant. Yeah. That's the only thing that's keeping me going at the minute. What have I been watching? There's not been a great deal on, to be honest. He's just kind of sit there doped up on pills, just going,
yeah.
Wow, Coronation Street, heavy, man.
Your missus and your kid must be loving it, though, to be honest.
Well, the kid was 1 yesterday. I couldn't even pick him up to give him a bit of rough and tumble on his birthday.
Though, man. That's a good day.
Man.
That's a good day.
So I've had a long-distance relationship with him. I've firm handshakes. Morning, son. All right. You know, can't pick him up, but yeah.
I always pictured you as a post-wartime kind of father, you know what I mean?
Well, got on with his boss, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not into this. They're little people. They're not little people. They're little idiots, is what they are, until they're 18, and then they're little people.
Then they're big idiots.
You know, well, you know. My daughter said to me the other day, she went, why do you keep calling me a little idiot? And I was like, that's what you are. Idiot.
Some people say that, you know, when you become a parent, especially in the music field, that you can leave your guitar at the door. You know, you guys, it hasn't happened. Is it a difficult balance being, you know, a parent and still wanting to be in that band that you were in when you were sort of like 15 years ago? You know what I mean?
Oh, it's different. I mean, my son, he's old, he's big now, but he used to burst into tears every time he saw Noel.
Yeah.
Because he's taking daddy
Yeah,
away.
exactly that, man.
Yeah.
I used to open the door and he just opened, and he just...
Oh,
Boy, it's totally different now. He wants to come on tour.
Go and get your dad, you little idiot. Go on. Get out of it. Go on.
what about you, Noel? I mean, has it been an interesting experience?
Well, you've got to balance it out properly. It's like, you know, that we don't work 7 days a week. You know, we have like a year off every two years. So for that year, you're a dad, and I don't think of being in a band or anything like that. I don't do any, you know, do any work for the group. I might do like bits and pieces, but the 2 years where you're putting records out and touring, you know, that ain't going to be around.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like we were doing this before you came along.
Old school, man.